he was like, yo, bro, like, you super talented. He believed in me a lot. He was like, yo, like, I want you to meet Cardi B. Like, you from the Bronx, she from the Bronx, go in there and say what's up. I was like, word? He was like, yeah. He was like, who you want to bring? I looked around in the room. It was like 7, 8 of them.
I'm back on the road. I'm back on the road. I'm back in that mode. In the trap with them bows, yeah. Can't sell a hoe that I'm breaking it down long as package get sold, yeah. Beefing with Chef on the phone cause they put a 10 pack on the hole, yeah. But I just took a 8 out of Wells. Heard it plucks in the play through the mill. Quarterback making plays in the field. Got my weight up on niggas, I'm breaking the scale. I put that pen in for real. Came from the mud and they hear me still. So I
check out the Wrong Agenda podcast.
This is the Wrong Agenda podcast.
Yo, this is the Wrong Agenda podcast. I got my co-host with me, Just Dale. And we got a special guest.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Lawson.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? How's it going, boy?
What's good with you, man?
Man, son, crazy shit, man. Honestly, I just got back in the country, man. I was in Istanbul working on some music, and then I was in Cyprus. So that was pretty cool. So, but I'm not gonna lie, being back home in New York is a vibe, bro. Like, you already know over here, like, it's nothing like home, you know?
That's a fact.
Nothing like home, bro.
So being that, you already kind of told them where you from, New York, or whatever. I was gonna ask that question.
What part of New York?
Yeah, what part you from?
So basically raised in the Bronx, New York. I was born in Jamaica Queens Hospital though. My dad had raised me in the Bronx till I was about like 12. I ended up getting into foster care, so I ended up getting adopted at 16. And like me moving around from different group homes and shit, it definitely put me in a lot of areas in New York. Like, I've been in Staten Island, I've been in Long Island, I've been in Rockland County, like everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of like, I was able to see different sides of New York, you know what I'm saying?
So what I gotta ask, man, what's your favorite spot in New York?
Man, I'm gonna be real, it's always the Bronx, bro. Just cause like that's where I got my culture from. That's where I really got culture.
Yeah.
Like, went to middle school there, even like started like a year of high school there, you know what I'm saying? But I had to commute back and forth from like the group home and shit. Like, it was just
crazy.
Like a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot. Like, but that shit really like it built tough skin being from different parts and being able to move around a lot. But I'm gonna always call the Bronx home just because that's where my dad was raising me.
Okay. So when did you get into music?
I'm not gonna lie, like I got into music like I wanna say like 14. It was just some shit that like it just naturally happened. So my mom, she's from Queens, and my grandma, I was raised in a house in Queens on Merrick. Like right before like my mom and dad went through that bullshit and I had to live with my dad. There's a lot of shit. I was hella young though, you know what I'm saying? Probably like like third grade, maybe fourth. I don't know how old it was, but it was that young. But long story short, I was gonna say my mom is a singer, and my dad was a backup dancer for Vanilla Ice. Like a lot of people didn't know that he was in the Cool as Ice movie too. They called him Twist. So yeah, like hearing that, like the nigga used to always just be dancing around the crib, like wild happy. So I was like, yo, like, you on a vibe, you feel me? And I feel like I picked up on that. And it was definitely something like helpful, you know what I'm saying? Like having somebody like a dad around, like, doing all that shit. So it was cool for sure. So that's where I got it from.
Okay.
All right. So like what gets you in the zone? Like what's the vibe like? What gets you in your music zone? I know everybody got their own little techniques.
I feel like the thing that gets me in my zone the most is like studying like what's going on around me, like watching people. Like I gotta like watch something. Like I gotta go out. I gotta see like how people are reacting to things. Like I'm really in touch with people. Like that's my biggest thing. You know what I mean?
So you're picking up on the environment. You need the experiences.
Yeah, the lingo. Everybody, how niggas is talking, like how niggas is moving. And just trying to relate to like everybody, like as much people as I can. If it's 10 people in the room, I'm trying to at least relate to 8, you know?
Yeah, I think that kind of shows through. It kind of shows through in your music. Like I could tell you got a lot of like you're a worldly person. I could kind of tell because your music isn't just from one angle, and it kind of shows through on that. I could say that for sure.
No, for sure. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Speaking of music, man, give me your top 5 greatest of all. What you got? Who you got? Who you listening to? Give me your top 5.
I feel like the top 5 is like it constantly changes with me. You know what I'm saying? Because
all right. So who you listening to now?
Though? So like who I'm listening to right now? Like my top 5 all time.
Do right now. Do right now. Do right now. Who
right now, like if I hop in the car, I'm gonna listen to some Brent Fayez. I fuck with him.
Okay.
I fuck with NBA Youngboy. Mm-hmm. I fuck with Yeet. He cool. That nigga, he on fire right now. Man, I be playing my shit a lot, and Dirk hard too. So that's like 5 right there.
For sure.
That's dope.
Like that. I mean, who would you like to work with that you haven't worked with to this point? Like, who do you say, like, you know what, I probably want to see the work.
Nah, hold on. I gotta say my top 5 though. I gotta say my top 5.
Oh, let him say his
you
top
feel me?
All time?
Yeah, because I don't need niggas like, oh man, that's what you listening to. Like, but like if we're gonna do all time, I gotta go with Big.
Oh, man.
I gotta go with damn, like if we're just talking just rap, Wayne, and then I fuck with Drake. I'm not gonna cap. I fuck with him.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Drake a hitmaker.
Fuck with Drake.
Yeah, I fuck with Drake. Like, definitely fuck with him. But yeah, like he don't put in some work. I feel like for him to earn a 5 in my spot, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. The top 5 question is always a hard one. So it's a hard one.
It is,
that's something you gotta think about all the time.
Man, I love Wayne though, love Jay-Z, love Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Love like everybody I named, they make phenomenal music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I get that. All right, so with all that, if you had to pick one of your current top 5 or your all-time top 5 to work with this week, who would it be this week? Just this week. How you feeling?
I definitely hop on a track with Youngboy because that shit's gonna go viral.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's gonna go viral.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, that's a good. But yeah, Youngboy is killing right now.
Yeah,
he killing the game.
Yeah, and the numbers show too. You know what I'm saying? Like he #1 streamed artist on YouTube. He drops shit, don't get no promo still. So salute to him though. That shit hard.
Yeah, man, definitely. Who have you already collabed with that you like was one of your greatest? It don't gotta be a special order or something, but just was a great collab you had already that you like.
Oh man. There's a few. There's ones that's big that like I'm trying to wait till we get clear before I say it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
out of the ones
that I'm excited about, I'm really excited for the shit I got with some kid named Chizo Touchdown. He fired. He out of Texas. Yeah. Tyler the Creator just put him on tour, so that's fire. You know they turning up and shit, but that's my boy. But I'm really excited for our shit to drop when we drop.
Sometimes that be the best work. You know what I mean? The organic, when it's an organic one. You know sometimes that's the best work.
For sure, man. For sure.
What happened? You lost your sound over there?
Yeah, my fault, man.
Yeah, you good.
The Nova record, man. Tell us about the Nova record, man. How'd that come about?
Nova was a record I was working on in LA. It's with these 2 producers. They call Styles Incomplete. Bro, fire ass shit. They make EDM shit. And honestly, like it was really my first time getting involved with that type of sound, you know? So it was experimental for me. I went in, obviously it got like a little drill sound on the drums. So my whole thing was still bring myself and, you know, like give them some of my swag and they give me some of theirs. Like, so that was the whole thing with that. A lot of people don't know though, like we made a different song with Nova first. They had some other drums on it. And I told them like, yo, bro, like I'll fuck with the song, but we gotta do something with the drums. So they just stripped the drums and then we put some like New York type sound on it. So it's
Bro,
actually
that shit,
two
that
records.
record is fire, bro. I've been listening to that shit all day. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
hold you.
man, that's
Bro, that's
Shit
nah,
is fire.
that's a go right there. I fucks with that one for real.
good. Bro, I couldn't wait for that joint to drop. Like I had that shit ready for a little while. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So
hell,
how's your vibe like in the studio? Like how is it being in the studio with you recording? Do you have like a bunch of people with you, or you like to have it few people? Cause a reason why I asked is because I watched one of your videos. I don't remember which one it was, but you was outside recording on some
yeah,
different shit. Like this shit was
yeah,
different. Like I ain't never seen nobody outside. You know what I'm saying? The shit was dope. So, but
yeah,
I was
bro.
like, I just wanted to ask, like, how do you vibe out in the studio?
Man, like I feel like a studio session with Lawson is like you gonna definitely see the gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm always with the homies and shit. You gonna,
Yeah.
gonna be some 2K going on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It don't be a party though. It just more so be like I said, like I'm always constantly like watching people and feeding off that energy because it's like that's how I write my shit. Like I gotta be able to relate to people. Obviously it's coming from my heart. Obviously it's coming from me, but like relating is my biggest thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. It don't be a party, but it definitely be like great vibes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we blasting music, like niggas like, yo, I'm fucking with this. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be cool, bro. It'd definitely be cool. I definitely like a vibe, some drinks going,
Mm-hmm.
some za.
Oh wait, listen. Sometimes you gotta have a desire to get in the zone for real.
Always.
Yeah,
Fact.
yeah, man. So like with all of that, like I know you do some ghostwriting. I know you can ghostwrite from a perspective, male or female.
Yeah.
So what is it like when you gotta switch to write from a female perspective? Like, cause I know you say you draw energy from people, so you just think about experiences, or you like to have females around and say, you know what, let me see how they maneuver, or you just pull everything from your creative.
Man, like, I'm not gonna lie, like the first time I really got into writing, my friend was just like, yo, like, I want to do a song with you. And I just was like, yo, like, I think I should just write you a song. She was like, if you want to do that, we can do that too. And like, the first thing I really did was just put myself on her shoes. Like, it's kind of like, it's acting, it's just really acting. Like, and I just got way better at it. Like, I can hang out with somebody and really like fucking put on a whole imitation of them and be like, this shit will be funny as hell. But that shit helps me because it's like, I get to fucking camouflage and morph into different things and shit. I feel like the biggest thing with writing though is confidence. Like a lot of the times, like the reason why my records get cut by the other artists is because I'm selling it. Like it's selling points. Like I'm not like no homo in the song, or I'm not like watching what I'm saying because obviously I'm fucking rapping for a female. So,
right.
But some niggas don't even have the confidence to do that in the studio around a bunch of niggas, and niggas looking at him when you come out the booth like, damn, he was just saying it. It's like that shit don't faze me. Like it really don't. So that's why I feel like, that's what gets me going, and that's what gets me placements is the confidence and the selling point of them hearing themselves say the shit.
Right. They gotta see themselves in those lyrics, else it ain't gonna come across. That's
At all.
that's a fact.
So do you prefer writing for a male or a female?
I only write for females. I never really. I've helped and write before. I've helped them, but I'm not making records and pitching it to men. Like I only write for females, and I just honestly like it's just easier for me. Like I'm making this shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas, I'm not about to live my life and get that shit to you. Nah.
right.
It don't work like that. So I just stick to what I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So, what let the people know like what's next? What's next for Lawson? Like what's coming up? What could we expect in the next few months or the rest of this year, next couple quarters?
Man, so I've been taking some acting classes. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get in the acting field. There's a lot going on with that. So hopefully by the time the end of this year, I'll start filming my first movie. besides that,
do you write screenplays and stuff too, or just acting?
No, just acting, just acting. But you know, I'm definitely interested in like the soundtrack part of shit too. You know what I'm saying? But
sure.
Working on more sync placements. So you know, hopefully trying to get more stuff on TV shows, get my music more exposed and shit. And I'm working on an album called Lawless. You know, it's the whole play on Lawson and shit. But I just think that like that's gonna be the biggest album that comes like to hip hop since probably like the last few years. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just really working on that, bro. I've been working on it for 2 years. My executive producer is Benny X from Philly, Fire. He did Pump It Up with Uzi on Space Jam. So like, you know, he doing his thing too. Bro, just Lawless coming soon, 2022. Just know that.
That's what's
All
up.
right. Shit. So when did you know music was for you, man? Was it when you wrote that record and it just or when did you know?
So I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like everybody is a musician at one point, you know what I'm saying? But to the point to where I felt like I could take it serious, yeah, it was when I produced and wrote the record Big Mouth. You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely
for those who might not know. Let them know. Like, go ahead. Talk your shit a little bit.
I produced and wrote Big Mouth for Ruby Rose, which is a dope ass song. You know, she definitely killed it, did her thing. You know, from there I was able to like have other opportunities and work with bigger artists. And man, it was beautiful, and it still is. Like, you know, I'm still on that wave of writing for people and shit. So like to answer your question, I feel like yeah, it was that first placement, like that first check that I got that was like, damn, bro, like I could really do this shit. Like, cause a lot of niggas rap and some niggas never really get paid from it. Or like, you know, you might see $100 here, $200 there if you're streaming, but to actually like get a fucking check from this shit, it was like, bro, this shit easy. Like I could do this shit.
Yeah, so that was like the stamp of validation. Like not only did you get paid was a validation because yeah, money comes with it, but the validation of somebody took something that you wrote and said, this is a hit, I need this. To recognize the talent, you know what I mean?
And a lot of the times they might not even see it as a hit. They might not even know what a hit is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it was the confidence in me trusting myself to push that, because you don't know until the people speak. You feel me? Sure. And that you got to get past that crossing line first to get them to even feel comfortable to hop on the shit. I feel like what really had me hyped though, I'm not gonna lie, the nigga Meek Mill had tweeted or he had posted an Instagram caption and was like, could have fucked your friend, but I heard she got like some shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was like, yo, that's hard. Like, nigga, Meek singing it, like the whole world know the shit. Like, I would go to parties, niggas start singing this shit. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's fire. That just gave me more fuel. Like, I don't know, it's just something about everybody screaming and shit. Even if it's not coming from me, that shit is just still special. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, that was that. He just answered my next question.
All right, so let's just give us a good studio memory, man, because sometimes we got people here come from all types of stuff. We like to stay positive sometimes. So just like for the people who don't know, because like Leak, I know you've been in studio sessions. I've been in studio sessions. Sure. You've been in studio, but there's some people out there who just never get the vibe or to know how fun the studio actually is or can be. You know, so just give us like a great studio memory or story.
Man, I feel like the best studio, like, here's a good one. I was I got to meet Cardi B, like, because like, you know, I was in the studio and shit. We was all working as a camp, and like it was dope. Like my boy was like, yo, like the A&R is named Darryl Jones. Shout out to Darryl Jones from Atlantic, and he was like, yo, bro, like you know, you super talented. He believed in me a lot. He was like, yo, like, I want you to meet Cardi B. Like, you know, you from the Bronx, she from the Bronx, you know, go in there and say what's up. I was like, word? He was like, yeah. He's like, who you want to bring? I looked around in the room. It was like 7, 8 of my friends. I was like, everybody. I was like, everybody. He looked at me. He was like, all right, bet, come on. Bro, everybody came. Like everybody she literally like went around the room, asked everybody their name. Yeah, you know, she went around the room. She asked everybody their name, asked them where they from, and was dope. She even let us play music, which was cool as fuck, bro. Like, and I always fuck with her for that. Like, that was real as fuck. Like, she wasn't like, damn, yeah, like, she didn't say nothing. She was just like, yo, like, y'all cool as fuck. All y'all young as hell. Keep going. Like, that was honestly dope. Like, it was cool. That was fire to me.
We got a classic story now. We're gonna keep this. This gonna be playing all through your career.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
I mean, basically, you already told us. Let us know some of the places you've been also, because you just said you came back from somewhere. Like, you've been around.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be real though. Like, that was my first time really traveling that far. Like, you know, before that it was Toronto, and like that's right up from New York. So I never really like got a chance to travel like that. You know, like being from where I'm from, and you know, going through the struggle that I had to deal with, that everybody deals with. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's expensive to travel. A lot of people don't really have the expenses or don't know how to. Like, realistically, just don't know how to even take that first step to get a passport or to move around. And, you know, like, when you come from like a household that's really like, you know, like a family home, and like they don't really move, or like, you know, they just go down south, you know, everybody do the South Carolina, the Atlanta.
Facts.
You get used to it, and like you get comfortable with that. But I don't know, like, it really opened my eyes, and I'm blessed to have like dope friends that can give me that experience too. Like, and I feel like it was really my friends that was pushing me to travel more and like go out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure. So Cyprus and Istanbul, like, that was my first time ever really traveling like that.
Wow,
so I gotta ask, man. So I said I was gonna ask. I gotta ask.
Yeah,
because I know you be back and forth from New York to LA, and
yeah.
What do you like better, man? What?
He gonna say the Bronx.
New York is home.
He gonna say the Bronx.
I know New York is home, but I don't. LA is LA, bro.
Man, LA. I'm not gonna lie. Like, right now, LA to me. I've been out there for like the last 2.5, 3 years. Just back and forth, but I've been spending most of my time at LA, and it's honestly because the weather. Like, I'm a very moody person when it comes to weather. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I understand that. So what advice would you give to a young songwriter coming up, trying to get their music out there?
Man, the best advice I could give is just like, trust yourself and know your worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people don't really have like the confidence to, you know, push themselves and give themselves like, to give their writing to someone else is very, you have to be confident. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, yo, I just worked on the song. I feel the song. This is mine. And I feel like you can't get attached to your shit, bro. Like, you could always rewrite that. You could always do it. Like, if you're really good, you could do it again.
Right.
You could do it again. You could do it again. And I feel like a lot of time what blocks young songwriters is they would like hold on to something, and like they like get attached to it, and like they don't like the person they want to write for. It's just like, you gotta just, you know, just put the effort in, put that shit behind.
Yeah, let it fly. Let the work go, man. If you're creative, you're gonna keep creating. That's
exactly.
Look,
the album coming 2022. You already know the vibes. Make sure y'all tap in. Shout out to all my homies. You already know. Shout out Benny X. Shout out Ruby. You know, shout out just the whole fam, the whole team. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody who like believed in me, pushed me. Like, I fuck with it because it's up now and it's stuck. You know what I'm saying? So, man, shout out to y'all too.
You can do it.
Shout out to the Wrong Agenda podcast. Y'all already know what it is. Just keep Lawson tapping in, checking in one time.
We in there.
Yeah, this is the Wrong Agenda podcast. I got my man Just Deal With Me. Got Lawson. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, stay tuned.
Check out the music.
Shop the brand. Check out the music. You know what I mean? TopPriorityClothing.com. We here, man.
For sure. Make sure you go check out Nova. Nova out now. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagram, Futuristic Lawson.
There you go.
Out, man. Go get it everywhere.
All right, man. We appreciate you.
All love, y'all. I'm gonna check in with y'all soon.
All right.